February is Black History Month, and KPRC2 has played an historic part in Houston's own Black history.
The station was the first in the city to hire African-American reporters. KPRC2 digital producer Mariah Ballard is going back in time with a look at Houston through their eyes.
This Black History Month, I want to take you all back to a groundbreaking moment in our Black history and really in Houston history. We're going to go back to a time when 4 courageous KPRC2 Black journalists took to the airwaves to share their unfiltered experiences, shedding light on the realities of living in Houston during the Jim Crow era. The early 70s were a time of change, a time of challenge, but also a time of resilience and determination. Now, when I found this 30-minute special in the archives, I was blown away. So let's go ahead and watch a clip from the broadcast that broke barriers in Houston and paved the way for greater representation throughout the media.
We are about to see an unusual television program. It's possibly the first one of its kind. We call it Going Through Changes, and it is a story of the development of the Black community in Houston as seen through the eyes of 4 Black reporters.
I guess I was about 5 years old when I first began to notice the drinking fountains in grocery stores. One would be labeled white, and the other would be labeled colored. Well, I figured that the water in the white fountain was ordinary, and the water in the colored fountain was something special, like Kool-Aid. So one day I turned them both on, and I discovered that the water in both was the same. It was colorless.
That was the Elsa Ransom, who is noted in the Texas archives as being the very first African-American reporter in Houston. Now, she got her start right here at KPRC2, and this is the sober reality. Miss Ransom is still alive, and she's in the Houston area. Up until last semester, Elsa was an associate professor at the law school at Texas Southern University, right over in 3rd Ward. And last year, we also caught up with Napoleon Johnson. He shared some of the stories he covered in the past and spoke to TSU students about his experience in front of the camera.
I was probably about the 4th person in Houston. My first story was the closing of Wheeler Avenue that runs through TSU.
Again, that got me thinking that while we all acknowledge the history of these important stories, it's important to note that most of these individuals are still alive in 2024. And that just shows us that we're not far removed from these harmful ideas or ideologies, nor the people who implemented them. And I truly believe that we as a society are and will continue going through the changes. For the rest of these monumental stories, visit this article at click2houston.com. In the newsroom, Mariah Ballard, KPRC2 News.
All right, Mariah, thank you. And you can find all of our stories on Black History Month by going to click2houston.com/Black History.